The 100th episode of any show is a cause for celebration. You've made it this far, you still have a spring in your step, why not live in the moment and have a blast? Getting to the 200th, however, is usually an indicator that a show's best days are behind it. Be very careful, you could break your back. That isn't what My Little Pony Friendship is Magic did. Both their milestone episodes are self-congratulatory comedy pieces. One was made near the show's peak, the other made long after, but this actually turned out to be a fair fight. Welcome to the Showdown! This time on the Showdown, Season 5's Slice of Life is being pit against Season 9's Sparkles 7. Slice of Life was all about celebrating the Brony fanbase and what it had brought to the show, and Sparkles 7 celebrated the main cast and their journeys to becoming malleable cartoon characters. These episodes, comical and frivolous as they are taken seriously by the fanbase as highlights of their respective seasons. I know I've said before that I like Season 5 more than 9, but I wanted to test how true that is in comparing two random episodes. Slice of Life was written by M.A. Larson, one of the show's most popular writers. He took a lot of pride in his work and was and still is very friendly and sociable with bronies. And you can feel that in this episode. It's a love letter to the fans first, and a story second. After being reunited by Pinkie Pie in A Friend Indeed, Cranky Doodle Donkey and Muriel are finally getting hitched. But the wedding invitations were misprinted, setting the wedding a day earlier than they'd planned. And who do we have to blame but Derpy Hooves? They call her Muffins now, but I'll never let go of Derpy. Now that the problem's set up, the POV shifts from background pony to background pony, giving each of them their own goals and interests, while the main six are sidelined this time, with only Twilight and Rainbow Dash squeezing out a few lines.
Ow! That's where the bug there bit me. Sorry.
Structurally, it takes some inspiration from Pulp Fiction. You could almost call it 22 short films about Ponyville. They give you small checkups on a variety of different secondary and background characters and one-offs, referencing the ways bronies have characterized them in fan content, or more often, previous episodes of the show. With the past references, they choose to parody earlier scenes rather than retread them. Remember when the Flower Ponies overreacted to a bunny stampede in Applebuck season? Well, now they overreact to everything.
A broken stem on one of the zinnias? What?
Shining Armor's producing enough liquid pride to fill the Ponyville Dam, and they even exaggerate future episodes. Thorax is taking his doing nothing shtick to new extremes. There's 5 main plots scattered throughout the episode, each of them being very brief and emphasize jokes over narrative progression. There's Doodle and Muriel's wedding panic, where I have to raise the question of how they thought they could prepare a wedding in 2 days to begin with, and the main six's relegation to the background, which is intentionally frustrating. The more minor arcs are honestly more satisfying. Derpy hangs out with Dr. Hooves, a pony who famously looked like David Tennant's 10th Doctor, so they ran with that and put in some Doctor Who references. Finally, I'm being pandered to!
Allons-y!
DJ, Pone 3, and Octavia, the music ponies, are revealed to live together and spend their time composing music. Then they write a speaker system to the wedding playing classical dubstep and bumping into a laundry list of one-offs, in what is the most stimulating and enjoyable part of the episode. Speaking of partners, Lyra and Bon Bon are also revealed to just be the best of friends, but tension arises when Bon Bon has to reveal that she's a secret agent for Celestia who's had to go undercover until now.
I've gotta go find a crowd to blend into before I put you in danger. I'll see you at the wedding.
This is also fun, funny, and a more on-the-nose but wonderfully inclusive subplot. A lot of the appeal here comes from seeing all these old or forgotten characters be brought back for another go-around. Here's the Big Lebowski ponies from the Cutie Pox, that jelly-obsessed stallion from Hearts and Hooves Day, and they even brought Stephen Magnet back after 99 episodes. And he shares his hair with Doodle like Rarity did for him all those years ago. That's brilliant. The main six are why I come to this show though, so unfortunately, this didn't do as much for me as other fans, but I can see there was a conscious effort to give the viewers an entertaining meta-adventure. as a reward for sticking with them through all the tough times and media scrutiny. Maybe it's a bit too meta at points though.
It's remarkable to me how a story like Cranky's Search for Matilda could fill this room with such a unique collection of ponies.
Okay.
It makes you realize that every pony is the star of their own story.
You get it.
And it's not just the main characters in our stories that make life so rich.
Tell jokes again. 4 years and 100 episodes passed, with the fandom getting smaller but no less passionate, and wondering what the show could do for the 200th episode. What they got was something they'd never seen before. How about that? The voice actresses for the main characters, Andrea Libman, Ashley Wall, Kathy Wesluck, Tabitha St. Germain, and Tara Strong, were asked by the staff what they'd always wanted to see their characters do. Their ideas were compiled by writers Nicole Dubuck and Josh Haber, and woven into the tale we know today. Do note that the voice actresses also have a big part to play in the writing and humor on Pony Life.
One of the most fun shows I've ever worked on because we get to do whatever we want, and then I actually put it in the show.
So make of that what you will. Canterlot Castle is finally updating its security measures, and Shining Armor offers Twilight a bet. If she and her friends can navigate all the defenses, all the guards, and all the geese, she can be sibling supreme forever, which is a good noodle game they had as fillies. Twilight formulates a plan for all her friends to play to their strengths, which Shining completely predicts.
Pinkie Party Rarity costumes? Sign the future sibling supreme? Oh, come on!
Nice of them to poke fun at the characters and formulas at a milestone. So they initiate a new, unpredictable plan, helmed by Rarity. She and Rainbow Dash will fish for evidence, Applejack will distract the guards, Fluttershy and Spike will infiltrate the castle, and Twilight will do nothing. And Pinkie Pie will go to space. They try all this through Act 2, and fail miserably. So they end up doing Twilight's plan anyway, and everything goes perfectly well. Until they get to the throne room, where Shining and the princesses are hiding anyway. And that's just cheating, screw Shining here. But everything we've seen so far has been the distraction for a master plan devised by Spike and Luna. This is such a clever twist. While Spike's been with them the whole episode, he's never the main focus of any scene he's in, only sharing the leading role when talking about siblings with Fluttershy. With the ending, they hammer home that he was and always will be Shining and Twilight's brother, which is a super nice way to end it. Kathy wanted the story to examine Spike's relationship with Twilight's family, and Tara wanted to give Twilight and Charming a rivalry, and those provide the backbone of the story. Everyone else was allowed to add their own distractions. Tabitha wanted Rarity to do some investigating again, which was last touched on in Season 5 when she and Rainbow Dash cancelled this old creep. Ashley wanted Applejack to reveal she led a double life as a country singer, Apple Cord, whom she could resurrect for the distraction, which you could argue harkens back to her guitar playing in the main attraction. She also wanted Rainbow Dash to bump into Fluttershy's arrogant dolt of a brother, Zephyr Breeze again. Con, they put this in a children's cartoon.
It's good you're finally being honest with your feelings for me, Rainbows.
Pro, Zephyr's much funnier here, and Rarity's expressions through this gag are nothing but priceless. Andrea was disappointingly short-handed though. She wanted Fluttershy to be an epic spy, and Pinkie to go to outer space, but those only happen in fantasies. In reality, Pinkie's saved from an early death, and Fluttershy is no more courageous than the last time she put on that sneaky bunny suit. And she also references the last time she was lost in a castle.
Once I got trapped in the castle of the two sisters, and Angel Bunny and I were separated. Now whenever I'm in a tiny room, it's all I can think about.
They could have been treated a lot worse, I guess, and I'm just grateful they were given focus at all after the 100th. Plus, they all get to work through Twilight's original plan, so each of them gets 2 important roles in the story, which makes up for that. I think by now it should be apparent which one I like more. Sparkle's 7. It's one of my very favourite Season 9 episodes, let the voices of these characters speak for themselves, and had one of the best plot twists in the history of Friendship is Magic. You could prefer Slice of Life as the biggest celebration, but I'm always looking for an episode that understands why I like this show, the main 6, their friendships, and surprising me with how good it can truly be. Goodbye for now.